Hi, Kari. How you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
Well, I really appreciate you spending a couple of minutes here to speak with me. For those perhaps who haven't met you, would you mind giving just sort of a word about your experience and your background in digital?
My pleasure. My name is Kari Fauber, and I'm a Senior Director for Global Partners and eCommerce at Keysight Technologies. Keysight is a industry-leading technology company focused on enabling customers to deliver solutions that help connect and secure the world.
Hmm. Ambitious, ambitious goals, and come to speak of it, you're also in the midst of a very ambitious e-commerce expansion. And I guess the question I'd love to ask you is, for those who are in the midst of such an expansion or considering it, what advice would you give?
Great question. So I think of three key things that I would share as advice. One is know the customer and what customer experience you want to deliver. Keeping that vision throughout the development process is really, really important. Then plan your roadmap. Know what your end state needs to be. Without having that plan, and we all know the digital transformation is never done.
Mhm.
So understanding where you ultimately want to get is really important. And then the third is adjust. Things are going to come up. You're going to learn as you go, and being flexible along the way, both in the priorities of your expansion, in the implementation, having tool sets that enable that flexibility. Resource flexibility is all extremely important. And I'll give you an example. We launched our first e-commerce for the US and Canada in December of 2019. Mm-hmm. This was our owned on our Keysight.com platform, e-commerce capability. The plan next was to launch in China, and we ran into a lot of issues that we didn't honestly know how to address around regulatory and legal requirements and tax implications, et cetera. So we pulled Europe up, and we launched in 29 countries in Europe prior to China. China's now back on our path. It's the next release that we'll do. But we had to have that flexibility. We just ran into things that we didn't know. So I think those three things are really the key for anybody who's starting or in the midst of their journey. And as we said, this is a dynamic environment.
Yes, it is. But that's really sound advice, which is if you focus on the consumer and the outcomes you want, set a plan for it. But in the course of setting your plan, be open to change and adaptability and being able to flex. And it's really important because we are in a fast moving and ever changing world. And it's what makes it so dynamic and exciting.
It is. It certainly is. It's been a great journey so far. And I'm sure it will continue to be a great journey and wonderful learning experience.
Excellent. Kari, thank you so much for coming on and taking a couple of moments to share your point of view and your experience. It's wonderful to be able to share the benefits of practitioners who are out there paving the way for how the future of digital goes. So thank you again.
You're welcome. My pleasure.